Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Verena and today I have something special for you. I thought I'm going to channel a connective message of money, from the source of money, because I talked about it yet in another reading. Money, as everything in this universe, is an energy, and more so I feel money is a collective. A collective of energies, energetic beings, entities, whatever you want to call it. And they were created at some point because we needed a system for exchange. You know, back in the days, long time ago, when there was no money, we exchanged goods. So one neighbor would need eggs and would therefore give tomatoes, for example. I think you get the idea. And at some point that wasn't enough anymore. So we needed to create a piece of something. Let's say this is money. And we gave that piece value. Because if you look at money, money is just a piece of paper. There's actually nearly no value. It is a piece of paper. There's a number printed on and some letters, and it shows from which country it originated. But it's a piece of paper. And it's quite profound when we become clear that, wow, it's just a piece of paper and I choose to give this paper value. The collective chose to give this paper value. So whatever you choose in your life and you agree on, you buy yourself into a belief system. And of course, as you want to live on this planet and buy things and pay your rent, pay your bills, you chose, because we choose. We can always say no, and I know that people say no, I cannot choose, but it's not true. We always have a choice. So you chose to be taking part in the money game, and that's great. So we can always learn more, and I chose today to channel a message for all of us from the Money Collective. And I want to start with these beautiful cards. Actually, they spoke to me when I was in front of my shelf looking at the cards, and I was like, through which card deck money wants to speak to us. And as money is a form of abundance and nature is abundance, I thought it's a perfect example. So let's see. What does the collective of money wants to tell us today? What do we need to know? I think this one. Peppermint, inspiration, self-satisfaction. That's a beautiful card, powerful card. Yeah, I think you can see it properly. A lot of blue and a lot of green, yellow and red. Let's see, I'm gonna read the card. And then we see where we go from there. No beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. Peppermint connects to the heart chakra. So money draws us to the heart. That's beautiful. It brings awareness to the heart that is discouraged. It is activating, contagious, and easy to digest. The peppermint positive personality. That sounds beautiful. The peppermint positive personality, it's like a peppermint positive community, is enthusiastic, cheerful, and fresh. Peppermint is that person who gets along with everyone. It is a breath of fresh air. It is a breath of fresh air. However, when in the negative, it is insufferable, turning into a victim of pessimistic mentality. The peppermint personality has a deep-seated fear of being hurt. She holds on to feelings until they come to the boil and explode out of the heart. As peppermint has the ability to relax the muscles and regulate the temperature in the body, it is great for headaches and also mental clarity. It opens up your airways and leads the way for anxieties and susceptibility to come out of your body through your breath. Divinatory meaning. Open up your heart. Blockages are significant, so make sure that you follow your emotions and explore possibilities that haven't been explored so far. If you are feeling blocked, unenthusiastic, and flat, don't give up. Even if you're hurt, you have developed wisdom that will now lead you into better experiences. Some part of yourself that you might be repressing wants to be free. Look within, be bold, and let your true feelings emerge. Affirmation: I love sharing my feelings with others. Expressing my emotions in a loving way comes naturally to me. So there are several points in there which drew my attention. First, it starts with connect to the heart chakra. There's this sentence, so whenever I forget it oftentimes, I have to admit, but it's a powerful one. If you're in a situation, for example, you're having problems, difficulties with money, ask, what would love do? How would I choose if I believe that there's enough for everyone, that their money is an unstoppable force, infinite source? How would I decide if I would trust that I'm always safe, that I'm always looked after? I think once we take the moment to change and ask a question, we already come out of the state of consciousness we're in, the state of fear, the state of lack, the state of anxiety. Because to make decisions from that state, the fear state, the lack state, the state of like, oh, if one wins, that means there's less for me. And I know so many of us grew up like that. It's insane. I mean, I've held a couple of money workshops where we uncovered hidden money beliefs, and it was crazy what was coming up. It was crazy. All the sentences which came up from our caretakers and what parents of my clients had said about money when they were little. All the beliefs that were shaped through that, it's powerful, and it is just what it is. You know, from around 0 to 7, 8, we are wide open. Our subconscious mind is wide open. We are in a state of hypnosis. So our brain waves are in, I believe it's in theta, and it's like hypnosis. So whatever our caretakers say over and over again, whatever we hear, whatever we experience, it will go right into our subconscious mind, and our subconscious mind sits in every cell of our body. Our subconscious mind creates literally our reality. So what we have been like poured into is now our reality. And that's just it. It's a plain fact, simple. There's no judgment, there's no blame. It's just, that's what we add. And it's powerful because we can change it. So first and foremost, money wants us to connect to our heart. And remember, there's infinite amounts of money on this planet. And if you look around, and if you look like how much money Bill Gates has, and I don't know, all the rich people, Donald Trump, and you name them, Google them, look at their amount of money they have and how many people are now newly rich because of crypto, because of the internet. You will become aware of the massive amounts of money circulating in the human collective. But for many, but it is still like that a small amount of people hold 80% of the money which is circulating on the planet, around 80%. You know what I mean? Like a small amount of people hold the average amount of money, but money is not in scarcity. Money is not, there's not only a small amount of money here. There's a lot of money here. It's just in the wrong hands. Partly, you know, there's still a lot of people also like that's also, I've been conditioned too. There are a lot of people, good people, who have a lot of money and do good with that money. And we want to focus on this because whatever is active in your field, whatever belief is dominant inside of you, you will get proof of that belief in your outside environment. So if you believe all of people who have money destroy the planet, you will find evidence on a daily basis, on a minute basis, you'll find it. If you choose to think that a lot of good people have money and they do good, you will find proof of that. Whatever you believe, you'll get proof of it. So money wants us to connect to our heart. And so it says, if a person is happy, money is in good hands and money will do good. If a person is unhappy and in lack and power hungry, it'll be used to do bad. So money in itself is a neutral source, and it depends on who is holding it. But if you're holding it with an open heart, of course you're going to be doing good. And then as you're like magnetizing, because you have a grateful heart, a heart which is empathic, looking out towards others, more money will be attracted to you. Open up your heart. Blockages are significant. If you're feeling blocked, unenthusiastic and flat, don't give up. Even if you're hurt, you have developed wisdom. Some part of yourself that might be repressing wants to be free. Look within, be bold, and let your feelings emerge. So I really get, even if you have disheartened, even if you have been discouraged and don't believe anymore in that you will be abundant, that you'll be wealthy or prosperous, don't give up. It's like a shedding of old layers. It's a shedding of old beliefs that have most probably been in your family, in your lineage for hundreds of years. And you're the one now here looking into a video like that, you're the one to change that. 51, if aim to have 51% of the day be in a more positive mindset about money than a negative one. So you already flipped the scale. 51%. Work with vision boards, work with affirmations. Look and find examples of people who have a lot of money you look up to, who are like role models for you. Yeah, and don't entertain any other thoughts, in your mind. We haven't even started. And I'm already talking. So let's see. I'll choose the Rider-Waite Tarot for the, or do I want the other one? Okay, no, Rider-Waite. What does the collective of money wants to tell us today? What does the collective of money? I see, I'm very visual, and I can see them. I can see a lot of beings standing there, like really like very like light beings. They're huge. It's like a council of light beings. There's like a light blue beautiful energy around them. It's amazing. So I want to connect to them and really ask what else and it's beautiful because this one is it's all about being blue. What does money want to tell us? What do you want to tell us? What will help the collective? Okay. All right, so we got the first card, which is the Chariot, ruled by Cancer. And let's see what overall energies I get. The Seven of Pentacles, a card of endurance, of you have planted the seeds, you watered your seeds, and now, the light, and now it's time for your harvest. You know why it's so bright? Because there's water all down there in the pond or in the rice fields, and now the water gets reflected back to my face. Talking about light beings. Interesting. The next card is the Seven of Cups, which is a card of a little bit of being delusional. There's so many choices, not knowing which choice to take, being unsure, being in a dreamy state and sort of losing a little bit, being in the darkness and losing a little bit the connection to the earth, to the 3D. And then we have the Three of Swords, a card of heartbreak and thoughts piercing the heart. Oh, I get it. Talking about the heart. Talking about the heart. Give me a moment here. I get it. Okay, so what they want to tell you is, in the past, you might have had a lot of wishes, dreams, I don't know, perfect job, a house, a car, a vacation, a computer. I don't know what else is there, which is really dear to your heart, and you didn't get it. It hasn't yet manifested. And you might have already done some work around manifestation, The Secret, law of attraction, law of vibration, all of this jazz, but it hasn't happened yet, and you're discouraged or disheartened. I think disheartened is a word. And you feel like, this stuff doesn't work. I don't believe in that anymore, like they tell you these things and it works for others, but it doesn't work for me. But they tell you, be patient. There is divine timing. With every manifestation, there is divine timing, and not so much divine timing, also divine timing, but taking care of all the layers which do actually not allow you yet to get this big manifestation. Because if a part of yourself, if somebody comes around and gifts you a house, and you don't believe you deserve that because of why me, I'm in a group and a lot of people right there, yeah, but why should I? And I know that for myself, I had this question when I was on a self-development workshop years ago. I was like, why would I be able, or why should I be able to live such a good life, whereas hundreds of thousands of kids are starving? But you not helping anyone. How do I get to there? Oh yeah. First, you don't help anyone by going down where they're at. No, you will help others if you have the funds to help them and encourage and educate them on how to get out of the situation they are at. So in that moment in time, you send that desire out into the universe, what you wanted, but at the same time, you didn't believe that that it's actually, first of all, that it's actually possible, and at the same time that you actually deserve it. And then it didn't materialize, and then you were like, actually, I don't believe that this stuff is working for me. It might work for others, but not me. And the universe is telling you, be patient, keep watering your seeds, the seeds you planted. What and who is the version of you that lives in the house, for example? Or who is this version of you who is with that love of your life? Yeah, I had a client the other day, and she goes through something at the moment. And I said, you want this amazing guy, but are you the version, like if you meet the guy and he's in the state you are in at the moment, will you be attracted? And she's like, no. So are you the person who is able to meet that guy actually? Or are you completely out of order at home, not having any energy, not wanting to meet anyone, hating life, hating your job, hating your body? Do you know what I mean? So everything is there, but you need to become the person who can live that, who is in that state of vibration. And the universe is saying that there is a shift coming, that there is a moving forward. And I get some more with I'm drawn to that ceiling of his wagon with the stars. So I don't know what they want to tell me. something about the stars, star seeds, Pleiadians. Oh, I get it. Sometimes it takes a moment. You are invited to speak to either your angels, to your guides, your higher self, your spirit guides, whatever it is, and ask them for support. Oh God, you know, ask them for support on this journey. That's what I'm getting here. So I'll ask for some more messages here. Ooh. Ooh, wow. Wow, it's powerful stuff coming out here, guys. Ooh. Wow, okay, 2 more. All right. Okay, 4 major arcana. So we have now 5 major arcana and 8 cards. That's wowza. Wooza. We have the Lovers coming in underneath the Chariot. So there's definitely, and the Chariot normally, the Lovers is the card before the Chariot. So, and there's an angel, I think it's Raphael, but I'm not 100% sure, above. You are guided. And I said there's something about angels, speaking to angels. Oh, I showed the card. I hope YouTube is not taking the reading down, because sometimes their regulations are a little bit. Anyway, underneath the Chariot, there is the Lover. So that means there is a emphasis on yin and yang. So they ask also, the collective money also says we need balance, establish balance in whatever adventure we take. That means not only working like crazy, it's also about resting. It's putting the work in and then trusting that, I made this example so many times. If you plant a tomato plant, you put the seed into the soil, you water it, and after 3 days, you'll not go outside into the garden and then take the seed, open where you put it into the soil and check if it's growing. You trust. And this is the same. Work and then sit back. Work and then sit back. Keep bringing balance into your life. Is there something about love? No, I don't get something. And then underneath the 7 of Pentacles, we have one of my favorite cards, the Strength card. I mean, it's also, many readers say it's like sort of the higher self calming the inner beast. So it's like our higher faculties calming our animalistic instincts, the lower chakras, which are more primarily driven. Trusting, it's also yin and yang in a sense. Trusting that you're guided, trusting that it is there. I feel strong energy coming through here, to be really, really honest. And with the infinity sun above her head, it's like an infinite source is there. There is no lack. Lack is only in your mind. That's it. Like, you live by what you believe. And that's shown to you on the outside. Always and forever. You create your own reality. And you are here to calming the lower instincts, to calm the emotions of, like, the beastly emotions, like anger, rage, jealousy, being overly competitive, and envy. All of this, you're called to calm these emotions, to become, I get it now. You are here, and they are like sort of the animals. You are here to master also your mind and your emotions. And that will be the turning point in your money journey. That will create, what's it in, I don't know in English. Goodness me. Gerechtigkeit in German. It's about equality, it's about fairness. That will bring balance, and you will get your fair share in all of it. And it's a very karmic card. So justice, it's a karmic card. So all of this, what has been happening up until now, and I speak to you, but I speak to the collective, has also been maybe on the karmic side of life. You know, we have the soul. I know in many beliefs, Christianity, we don't believe that, but I believe it. We have been living many, many lives, so reincarnation. So the soul has had different experiences all along. So in another life, you maybe had a lot of money, but you didn't share it, or you didn't give freely, or you were hoarding it. And you might have misused your power. And it's underneath the 7 of Cups. You know, when people want a lot of money just to get more and more and more, and it's not about everything that is too much is out of balance. So if you see people just wanting to have money because they want to spoil themselves more and more and more, it's not healthy. It's not in balance. And that might have been something you've experienced in a past life, or that's the collective of money drawing me towards. And now there's a time of stagnation, a time of leveling it out. There was too much, and now there's maybe not enough to then find back into balance. Yeah, there's a lot about, I have a lot of yellow here. So there's a lot about the solar plexus. And underneath the 3 of Swords fell the Wheel of Fortune. Powerful card, also karmic card, a card of destiny. So the wheel is turning. The wheel is turning, but there's some work to do. There's some healing to do. There's the invitation to, in the future, come from the heart in whatever money decision you make. Connect to money and ask, what if there is enough? What if there's more than enough to go around? What if I trust that I'm always guided? What if I trust that I'm always safe? What if I trust that I always have more than enough? And what if, focus that whatever situation you're involved, that it resolves in a way that everybody wins. And when you do that, things shift in an amazing way. Trust me. Trust me. I always feel when I say trust me, I feel like, isn't it, I have never seen the Jungle Book full, but isn't it the snake Kaa who says, trust me? And then her eyes go like a spiral. I always have to think about that. Yeah, so that's the message. And I brought my angel deck. I know that they're in German, but I'll translate them because I love the angels a lot. And actually I've been working with them for forever. They were always very dear to me. I even worked in an angel healing center, which I was magically connected to. God, amazing story, which was a beautiful time in England. So what do the angels, what does money want to tell us? Because still we're channeling money, but they speak through these cards with us. What does money want to tell us as a final message? Yee. Wow, Aurora, you are on a Höhenflug. I don't know, you fly high at the moment. This might be scary for others, but please don't come down. Others will be inspired very, very soon by your example. It's beautiful, Aurora. Nice. So to finish off, let's see if I can. Okay, they say you set an intention, and that will draw a lot of good things into your life, or already has, new possibilities, new chances of growth from inside and outside of your life, or inside of you and in your life. You might be scared that others get jealous of your success, and you might be worried about your future, where your new path could lead you to. And you might want a guarantee for your success. Aurora is inviting you to enjoy this beautiful new way of living, all the new chances and possibilities, and trust that you are looked after. God has always looked after you and will always do. And you're invited to speak to her and ask her for support. Don't worry, and so you can really, really enjoy all of the blessings that are coming towards you. And one of the big things to keep you going up is gratitude. So, guys, that was the reading. I think it was a fabulous reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to look a little bit deeper into all terms, all things money related, abundance, prosperity, law of attraction, you can either book a reading or you can come onto a coaching 3 or 6 months coaching journey with me to, rewrite your story and find your purpose, rewrite your story so you can create a life where you live from a state of abundance and from a state of trust that there's always enough, and that you're always guided, and that you're always led into the most amazing people, chances, and possibilities. If that speaks to your heart, send me a message. Other than that, I'm super happy that you found this reading, that you stick along. If you want, give this reading a thumbs up so you never miss a reading. You have to subscribe to do that. Anyway, thanks guys for being here. I appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.